discussion. An Israeli woman has been charged with plotting to assassinate Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, as per prosecutors, according to the indictment. The woman, whose identity is still unknown, was engaged in political protest activities against the government and decided to kill Netanyahu after she was diagnosed with a terminal illness. As per reports, her plan was discovered after she sought to acquire a rocket-propelled grenade to carry out the assassination. The defendant was released to house arrest with a restraining order against approaching the premier and government buildings. Prosecutors requested, alongside the indictment, to keep her under house arrest until the end of legal proceedings against her, arguing that she could still attempt to carry out her plan if freed. The suspect is the latest in a series of Israelis to be nabbed in recent months for allegedly trying to kill President Netanyahu or inciting to his murder. We go back to our guest discussion with Yossi Cooper-Wasser. Yossi, what's the situation? How's the situation covered in Israel about this assassination attempt?
Well, on the one hand, there's a great concern that people reach this kind of decision that they are ready to carry out as an assassination of the Prime Minister or anybody else. But this is definitely something totally unacceptable, and it causes a lot of concern. On the other hand, the people, there's this effort to keep it at low key, saying, okay, she was more than 70 years old, and she was a terminal situation, and that's can make some explanation to why she did it, and so on and so forth, which of course is no explanation. And the fact is that the incitement against the government, and specifically against Prime Minister Netanyahu, is crossing any reasonable level. So many people talk about the need to get rid of him in any means, that it's really totally unacceptable and very dangerous, because if this is going to happen, God knows what's going to follow it. And the fact is that the people from the protest against the government were those who gave information about her plans to the security services, because they realized too that if she would have done what she was planning to do, the consequences are going to be beyond anything that can be expected. And that's why they did it, and saved us from this terrible situation.
Yossi, what does this reveal about the growing political tensions and divided support for current government within Israel?
Well, you know, the Israeli public is divided for a long time, like 50-50 between, God knows what the situation right now, because there are all kinds of polls. But basically, the population is divided. 50% are anti-Netanyahu, 50% are pro-Netanyahu. And this causes a lot of problems, because this part that is against Netanyahu is not ready under any circumstances to sit in the government of Netanyahu, and this caused the paralysis of the political system for a long time, and a lot of tensions. And the tensions have reached the level of several attempts to hit Netanyahu, which is unbelievable, but this is where we stand right now. There got to be a call from all leaders, which I didn't hear clear enough until now, to calm down both sides of the political aisle. This is totally unacceptable, extremely dangerous. Our history tells us that most of the disasters that the Jewish people suffered in the past were because of internal rift. And I sincerely hope that people are going to wake up early enough before it's too late.
Yossi, thank you for sharing that. Please stay with us, as we'll come back to you for